I'm your daughter. I give you money. I do all these things
Money,
for you.
honey.
But he was like, nah, you're a man. You can't even get married by law. So why you want to bother me?
I've got a deeper love inside. Deeper love inside.
Welcome, guys. We're back with another episode. We're going to be reviewing Pose. Hey, Danny.
Hi, Michael. You look stunning as usual.
Thank you. I think it's so early. I don't know if I look good or not. I feel like I look tired.
Child, I thought you were that.
But this week's episode of Pose, we're almost at the end. Next week is the finale. This week, I have not been emotional for the entire season. You've been the one crying, but I actually got emotional watching it.
Really?
Actually did. Yes.
Really?
And I was
I'm
so
shocked.
mad at myself.
I'm sure, because usually I'm the one that cries. So, yay!
Not an applause. Okay, so we start off the episode with Pray Tell. He's at the doctor's office. I'm happy to see him in this episode. We didn't see him last episode. Pray Tell is being told that he's near the end because at this point he's losing sight from one of his eyes.
Yeah.
What do you think of this episode? I mean, I think it's pretty normal, or I think it's, it's something that a lot of people going through HIV and AIDS, they actually do experience this.
Yeah, I mean, in that scene, he said that you gave him a certain date for him to live, and he had exceeded that. You can tell time's moving very fast in the show.
Oh yeah,
And
it's moving very quickly. I was like, wait, you just
Yeah,
told him
it's-
6 months, then he went to visit his family for like a couple days, and all of a sudden we're here. Oh, okay.
Right. He was just like, basically, he's not going to spend his time dying. He's going to spend his time living, which I thought that was commendable. And I was just like, wow, man. I told y'all so that he was gonna go. I told y'all this. Like, oh, man.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and at this point, the fat lady ain't sang yet. Like, no.
Oh.
He can still live.
She done sang 2 episodes ago.
we talked about this just before we started recording, but even though they're really setting it up for him to die,
Yeah.
he might not. It would be smart as a writer to set it up for someone to die and then give us a twist in the end.
Ooh.
So I might still win this bet.
Where?
I can't
But
stand you.
No.
So Pray Tell says, okay, he's not going to accept this from a doctor. He's going to continue living his life. But at the same time, you see him making preparations for the end. He speaks with Blanca. By the way, he's starting to make clothes now. I didn't even know that Pray Tell was a seamstress or a designer before.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I think Pray Tell made a garment in an earlier season or
Season
last
1.
season.
Yeah,
1
it was like for like the Princess Bowl or something like that.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
make something then, but I guess he's taking this passion of his to another level. He wants to do it before he doesn't have any time left, which is really beautiful. He makes a Mother of the Bride outfit for Blanca. Did you think the outfit was cute?
It was something. I mean, remember, this is 1994. And
Yeah.
I remember saying that I did not like a lot of these outfits. Like, when Angel wore her wedding outfit, I was like, it wasn't my favorite until I saw the
we're going to talk about that because that wedding dress was something. I didn't love. I liked it, but I didn't love it. There was something about it that just felt old, but then I'm like, it's the 90s, so it was probably real fresh then, So I left it at
definitely. It was the it dress for that.
I don't even think it was a dress for them at that point, but it was a dress for Blanca, Fairy Tale tells Blanca that he wants her to help him make a banner because that's what a lot of them do when someone passes from HIV or AIDS. They make a banner, and I guess they put it somewhere
for the AIDS walk.
On the walk, right? Yeah. And Pray Tell gives her the design. This is what I want. It's just going to be black with my name on it in white letters. I want to help me design it. When he said it, I was like, help you design it? There's nothing designy about it. It's a black thing with your name in white. Later on down in the episode, we see Blanca actually finish the design for Pray Tell, and literally just adds the year Pray Tell was born and a disco ball.
And he was like, oh, we need some sequence.
Yeah, it was a little too plain. Yeah. But yeah, so we can tell right off the bat they are setting it up for Pray Tell to go next week, and they're trying to get us used to the idea of losing him. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Child.
Don't cry now.
I ain't gonna cry yet. Oh. But no, it's you know what? I'm just gonna pull a Pray Tell and the Stevie Wonder and just be like the whole time, because tears might come down my face. But no, it was definitely this episode, man.
So we see Pray Tell and his story, but then we get into Papi and Angel, which are like their story is at the forefront of this episode again. I mean, it's their wedding episode. We see Angel not being happy with Papi's situation still. She moved out and went into Blanca's house, being very childish, wanting to cut off the wedding. I was like, girl, get over this. You love this man. If you love this man, a child is not going to... And I'm not out here advocating for women to just be stepmoms to every guy's baby mama's kid. Yeah. I'm not saying go do that, but this situation was completely different, and if you love the person, you would stick by the person.
Right. I think it was more so the fact that it took her own father to make her realize what a man she had within Papi. Because as we've seen, I didn't know that Angel still had a relationship with her dad. Even Blanca was...
didn't know that. And she's been giving him money for like the past couple of years. I'm like, girl, a lot of time in the past few years, you couldn't even eat. I didn't know you had time. You're making this money at the piers and you're going to your father, like you're supporting him. He has a whole business and you're still supporting him. I was like, okay, I don't know why he needs the money from you, but work.
I was like, it makes no sense. Plus, you haven't seen him in 2 years. And he lets you go work the piers, literally do all of this. What type of person does that to their child? Because they have a hard time understanding your life and the way you operate. That makes zero sense to me. Watching the scene, at first I was like, all right, Angel and her dad have a good relationship. At the same time, I just started thinking back to the past, like, wait a minute, something's going on. And we see that at the dinner table.
Yeah, it was interesting, their relationship. Obviously, he's not going to change. He let her know, thanks for the money, but I still feel the way I feel. She goes back to Papi and she apologizes. Papi takes her back. Of course, when I was watching that scene when she walked in and Papi was talking to, his son about what a real man is.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
My poor little heart.
I couldn't take it. It was just so beautiful.
This is so cute. This is beautiful.
Real man cry.
This is how you teach kids to be in touch with their emotions and not be psychopaths who believe that you should not show emotion and you should go around doing crazy things. So I loved that scene. So the wedding's back on, and now they're worried about, are we going to get the marriage license? Because that's a big thing. Because as we talked about last week, although Angel is a woman, in the eyes of the law and the state, Angel is still a man. On all of her identification, it says M, not F. And so, legally, a marriage isn't binding between two people that have an ID saying male at that time. So, what are they going to do?
Because it was... Listen, Angel even said it herself that... Fun fact, the fact that her name is actually Angel, it's so dope to me. Just throw that out there. But yeah, she was having nightmares about it, and she was like, I keep having this dream where me and Papi get there and they just basically laugh at them. It's like, you can't do this. And I was just like, child, this is gonna be some foreshadowing, because as we know, this was the year 1994, and like Michael said, two males could not get married, even though Angel identifies as a woman. So I
really thought it was not gonna happen for them.
Child, Papi knew what he was doing. Papi knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he's smart. He was so smart. They went to the DMV or the courthouse, wherever they went to go get the marriage license. I think it was a courthouse.
Yeah, it was the courthouse.
And luckily, the woman was Dominican, and so is Papi, so there was a connection. And Papi is like a hustler, so he knows how to talk, He knows how to distract you while he picks your pocket. And he just goes in so slick. You can tell Angel was nervous, and she was just like, I watch a lot of Disney on the TV with the kids.
Yeah, she was like,
she was so nervous, but Papi was just like, yeah, we've been engaged for 3 years, we're in love, we're finally doing this. Oh, I have a kid, you want to see the picture? Meanwhile, the lady's like looking at the ID. That scene had me on the edge of my seat, because I literally put the pillow over my face and I was grabbing for dear life. I was like, oh my God, she's gonna clock her. And she's
unclockable. So it was like, listen, Papi is as innocent as a dove and as sly as a snake. Okay, he knew it.
I love that about him, because even when the woman was like, oh, I almost missed that, I was like, there we go. We're gonna have a commitment ceremony. It's not gonna be a wedding. It's over. And then she was like, it's just your signature that I need. If I were Angel, I would have been shaking. I wouldn't even be able to write my signature, because I would be freaking shaking in that moment. I was watching it and I was like, this is going to end badly.
Michael, I was shaking. I was like, my heart was going. It was like, man, this episode just had me all types of fucked up.
It was so beautiful. There's so many moments in this episode. I don't even know if I'm touching on everything that I loved so much. Okay, so they get the marriage license by the grace of God, and now they're at the wedding, and we're seeing, the groomsmen and the bridesmaids and everything, and we get some some people stopped by in the episode. Ooh. And they were serving looks.
Child, now this is when I lost it.
All right, now first of all, we got to see Papi first, Papi and the boys, and when Papi was in the room, the boys came in.
Lamar was there.
Amazing. Yeah, Lamar was there, which I liked, and I knew he was going to be there. When they were doing the seating chart before, they were talking about House of Khan and where to put people for the reception. I was like, even though they fight, I knew Lamar was going to be a part of it, because at the end of the day, remember when Elektra found them, it was Lamar, Angel, and Chubby. So they're like siblings, I didn't think, even though they fought, they would have excluded him at all. Even Pray Tell was like, yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, we dealt with that a long time ago, which I was hoping to see through it, because time is flying, so we don't know what's actually being said and what's happening. Yeah. So that was the only part. But yeah, Papi was like, yo, Pray, I don't understand. It's like, we inside. What's going on?
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, mind the business. Okay, Mary J. Blige, what's going on? When Papi said, Pray Tell walks into the room, they're in their little suite before the wedding starts, and Papi's there. Pray Tell comes in with his ex. Oh my God, what's his name?
Ricky,
Jesus. It's too early. And he comes in with Ricky and Lamar. And Pray Tell has his shades on because he's losing sight in one eye. And Papi's like, it's in the morning, why you have glasses on? Looking at him all stern.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's your wedding, just focus on that.
And that's what Pray Tell said too.
Yeah, Pray was like, he took it off and he's like, I am losing vision in my eye, but don't make this about me. Don't start crying. You can tell Ricky was feeling really bad because Ricky left him, and now it feels like Ricky probably feels like Pray Tell has to go through all this on his own.
I'm just, yeah, this, oh man, it was just like, oh, my heart was just like, it was about to break.
That part didn't really get to me.
Oh, child, it got to me. And then I lost it when Cubby walked up in that sickening white ass suit. I was like,
oh my goodness. Cubby's outfit was amazing. Amazing. Okay, I love Pray Tell's outfit, first of all, because Pray Tell gives me drama, and Pray Tell's always with having on a coat, and I love layers. But
yeah,
Chubby's outfit, beautiful. Breathtaking.
There were so many outfits that I wanted to just mop off of them.
You know, I wish there was more time for me to like soak in the looks, because there were so many looks that were served in this episode. So yeah, Papi talks about just how he learned to be a man from all of these guys, and how them being supportive to him and Angel means a lot to him. And it was a beautiful moment. He cried. That was all cute. I love that. I love when he was like, cheers to all of it. The only thing I kept thinking when I was watching that scene is all the men of Pose are here except Damon. And I understand his personal situation. I know he has to sit it out because he's grieving the loss of a family member, and he's just not going to be on the show for the rest of the season. That was sad.
Yeah.
Because I know he's going through a lot, but I just wish at some point he could have been there, or something could have been done to make me feel his presence, because it just almost felt like they erased him. It felt like, I'm like, you bring back Chubby from the dead and Damon is not even here in spirit. I was like, I miss him.
It's Cubby.
Yeah, sorry, Cubby. I keep saying Chubby. Cubby. Drag me. Y'all will anyways.
Y'all better not come for Michael. But I will say this though. I agree with everything you stated, and it was, man, this episode was so good. There's so much happening. Like, and the title was Something Borrowed, Something Old, Something New, and Something Blue, correct?
I think last week was Something Borrowed, Something Blue. This week is Something Old, Something
On
New.
Something New. Oh, okay, yeah. Which we transitioned to see the girls at this point.
They're all beautiful in their robes. I was looking at Elektra's makeup and I was like, this is so soft.
For her,
just so soft and beautiful. Like, it feels good. I feel like over the years they've evolved the show so much to the point where the makeup artists know the girls' faces perfectly. Well, some of them, because sometimes they do Angel's makeup and I'm like, what's going on here? But Elektra looked amazing. The lighting was perfect for all of them because they're all women of color, and sometimes the lighting can really, you know.
And Lulu looked good too.
Oh, Lulu's a beautiful woman. I think she always looks so good.
So stunning. Real quick, the little scene between her and her little man, I was gagged. But
yeah, earlier on in the episode, they had this random scene just thrown into the middle of it where Lulu was moving into an apartment, very just like out of the random field. Yeah, I was like, wait, what just happened? Okay. So Lulu moved into this new apartment with her and her boyfriend, the bouncer from the club or wherever. And it's implied that Elektra paid for this apartment for her, which I'm loving. Elektra is like, all of my kids will be fed and taken care of as long as I'm alive. I live for that. You're like, I
was like, child, what the hell?
It looked like a cute little apartment. It wasn't anything grand or, gaudy. It was just like a nice apartment. And I was like, this is all she needs. She's there unpacking. The guy comes in. She looks happy to see him. But then he's doing the most. And she's like, wait, something's off. You're high. And the guy tries to light up. She's like, get that out of my house.
Period.
Throws it on the floor. Period. It's like, you will not be messing up my sobriety. We saw her 1 month chip from, and she basically tells him, give me my keys, get out, because if you cannot respect my sobriety and you cannot respect my choices to not be high and to live a full life, I can't be with you, which I adored and I respected, and I love for her
Get
storyline.
his ass out. I swear to out, child. Bye. Gotta go. Done. And I was so here for it. But to go back to the scene with all the girls
in their
and
suite,
there, Blanca, it's so funny because Blanca had gave the cookbook, and I was literally like in tears because I knew the backstory from season 1 as to how she needs to get the cookbook from, you know, her mother's passing, her biological mother passing away, and
I remember that.
And their siblings like, you can't have the book, oh, you know, it was just like, oh, I'm about to cry because it was a mess. I was a mess.
It was very emotional. It was more emotional with the girls than it was with Papi and the boys.
Yeah.
Blanca, because, you know, they're all giving something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Most of the gifts were old.
Literally.
But, you know.
Electra too.
When at first I was like, ooh, brand new, but no, it wasn't. It was like, so let's see, what are the gifts that they were given? Angel got a cookbook from Blanca, and we all know the backstory. That's Blanca's mom's, biological mother's cookbook, and it means a lot to Blanca. And I'm like, wow, you're giving it to Angel? But it makes sense because Blanca did always say, even in this episode, when I'm gone, I want you to take over my house.
She said it all the way back in season, child.
Yeah. So that makes sense. She got Candy's hammer. I mean, they kind of wrapped it in blue, but it wasn't really blue. So Candy's hammer has been the hammer of the it's like a traveling pants, but it's a traveling hammer. All
do
the
you
girls
remember
been
when the
getting
kids
this
had the hammer and Punta was like, what you gonna do, bitch? What's up? Sorry, I had to throw that out there. We're gonna get to Candy in a minute though.
So we got she got the hammer, Candy did appear at the piano, like playing. I forgot this song. Oh, Here Comes the Bride. She was playing Here Comes the Bride at the piano. I liked Candy's outfit, but I wish they had put her in a white dress like how all the other girls downstairs had on wedding dresses. I was like, this is a very cute suit, but why not put her in a gown?
I was like, so you're gonna put Cubby in a white suit, but Candy in a pink one? Oh, like I saw what y'all did there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she looked beautiful. Regardless, I'm just thinking like for the outfit, it could have been because everybody else was all the way up. I was like, you could have given her something fabulous.
Could have definitely elevated her for at least probably. I'm not sure if this will be her last showing on the show, but you know.
I feel like whoever dies next, Candy's gonna be there to be like, welcome, bitch. Come on over to the other side. She's gonna be there to welcome them. She's gonna be the death welcome wagon. I see that happening next week.
Pray tell.
Ain't no pray tell dying. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask you guys to tell me in the comments. I know what I feel. You all feel what you feel. And next week we will see if I'm wrong or right. I feel like I'm right. I hope I'm right.
You said that. Because I said what I said.
And what you said was some bullshit.
To you. Let me stop. To you.
I love reality TV. Why? Such trash. Such trash. So Candy comes and Candy's like, this hammer it represents so much. It's not just something I walked around with to like fight people. It's more than that. It's like, as a trans woman, you have to protect yourself and you have to protect those around you that you love and care for. And now you hold this hammer, you have to be the protector of this family. It's on you. And I'm like, they're really building it up to let us know that Angel is going to have to be the one to carry on this Evangelista legacy, and I'm here for it.
Child, I lost it. And she was like, Papi got a line, bust his ass, you know, right in the kneecaps. I was like, check him. But yeah, it was, child.
Let's see, what else did she get? Lulu gave her the 1 month chip, which was, I don't know if that was something borrowed or whatever.
That was the borrowed.
So she got that, and I think it was really nice because it gave us another opportunity to look into Lulu's story because we don't get a lot of that. She's not a main character, unfortunately. So we got to get that part of Lulu. She's been sober for a minute, and we know that Angel is struggling with her sobriety as well because they were both doing drugs not just too long ago.
They were cracked out in the beginning of the season. Like,
all the way. All the way out, but they're getting better. We love to see it. You are a mess. You're a mess. We love to see that. And Mother Electra gave her this beautiful white bone mink coat. And we know Electra's story. She was homeless after her mom kicked her out. She had nothing but the clothes on her back. The mom didn't even want to give her her trunk of fineries. She worked the piers. She did what she did. And her first expensive piece of garment she bought was this coat from Barney's out of her own pocket. This is her hard-earned money. And she gave it to Angel. And I was like, this is amazing.
Sickening. That, it was just sitting there like... I know Angel felt so opulent. Like, she was opulent. So she was just like...
I earn everything.
Every day. She was dripping it. She was just like...
If you guys are listening, it's not I earn, it's I own, but it's a parody on a Drag Race thing. Just in case you think I just don't know the reference.
Yeah.
Alright, so we see all of that. It was beautiful. Everyone was crying. They pray before the wedding, which I thought was beautiful. And who else would start off a prayer more than Mother Blanca? And
let's go. All right.
All hands together. Come on. Let's pray. Amen. And so the next scene, we get the wedding. We see all the beautiful trans women walking in their wedding gowns. We see Jiggly Caliente. I was like, okay, Jiggly.
Come on, Jiggly. I was like, heard you for the promo.
Jiggly and all the other trans women come in. The venue is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
Electra really outdone herself. That venue,
Electra said it.
I would get married there. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was beautiful. She was like, I'm not losing my deposit, y'all, so y'all better go.
You know, like a place like that, you can tell the deposit's thousands of dollars, so I wouldn't want to lose that either. Like, no matter how much money you have, you don't want to lose money. So we see everyone coming in. The beautiful place. Outside is great. Inside is beautiful. They all seated. Everyone is wearing a white wedding dress because they all got their wedding dress from the last time they saw each other at the thing.
It was the biggest fashion show. I was
livid. You know, everyone looked amazing, but some of them was like,
And it looked like they made it for the ball.
Yeah, some of them weren't that nice, but overall, everyone looked happy and beautiful.
Yeah,
we get
Lamar
to see...
looked sickening.
Okay, Lamar always gives a look. Always serves a look.
Thick.
Always.
Sickening with the pearl. Lamar looked stunning. And then, of course, leave it to Electra ass to come out in a fucking pink dress.
I feel like the bridal party, they weren't wearing white because Lulu didn't have white on either. So
yeah, man, like
Blanca had on the pinkish color, this peach
that
blush.
Playmate, yeah.
They all they all had on this pink blush tone because they're part of the bridal party. Everyone else that were invited guests were wearing wedding dresses.
And you got to see Blanca and Chris together sitting with each other.
They're so cute together. I just feel like I wonder what's going to happen to the next episode. Maybe they're going to live happily ever after and she won't die and I'll be wrong and I'll be okay with it.
I'll be not okay if Pray don't die. I'll be like, he's got to go because I made Amen. I'm just kidding.
Not the pray tell. Okay. So everyone's seated. The bridal party walks in. Pray tell looks amazing. Pray tell is officiating the wedding. I live for it. He looks great. Ricky looks great. All the boys look good. You know, Blanca and all them, they look amazing. I absolutely loved Electra's outfit. Electra looked stunning, like so beautiful. A garment really... She sells a garment. Anything she puts on her body, I'm like, whoa.
Eats.
You're that girl.
Eats. End of discussion. Cut
all the time. Now, Papi's there waiting for the bride. You know, the bride comes in last. And all I gotta say is, I didn't love the dress. And that might be unpopular opinion, I get it, but listen, when we first saw the dress when she was trying them on, I was like, this is beautiful. I didn't remember a big flowery thing on the front. Now, when I saw the dress from the back when she was walking down the aisle, I was like, that's cute. The back, they added those things at the back, that's beautiful. Mm-hmm. But then the front, they added 2 rows of flowers all across it. And I was like, that's asymmetrical. That was not the tea, because what you did is you added too much weight, and it was so heavy it kept pulling down the dress, even to the point when she was standing at the altar with Papi, you could see half of her boob because the dress was being pulled off of her because too much weight.
But also the way the dress is cut, I don't like the cut of the dress. I didn't mind the flowers.
I don't hate the cut of the dress. It's asymmetrical. It's very fashion forward and everything. I just think the flowers were too bulky for that type of dress. That's a very delicate dress. It doesn't have straps on it, so there's nothing holding it up. And they added all this weight to it. So I think that was a mistake in the art departments on their side. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, but like you said, the mermaid tail of it was just so
stunning. I keep saying this word. It's stunning. It's stunning. 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 Yep.
Stunning. It was just so beautiful, and it was unfortunate because I wanted to bring this up earlier that her father did not walk her down the aisle. But
yeah, I thought last minute he was gonna walk in, because she did go to the bodega to see him just to ask him, would you consider walking me down the aisle? I mean, I'm your daughter. I give you money. I do all these things
money,
for
honey.
you. But he was like, nah, you're a man. You can't even get married by law, so why you want to bother me? And she's like, all right. I was like, whoa, okay, daddy, okay.
Right. And you know what, though? Angel's a bad bitch, because even the guy in the store was like, oye, loca, mira, mami. He was like, respect.
I mean, since day one, it was always very obvious and known by all of them that out of even Electra and everyone else who transitioned, Angel was how they said it in the 90s, the realest, and the most unclockable, because she looked so feminine, her features, everything. You could not see her and imagine a boy, because the person she was is so far removed from who she is now.
Yeah.
So she walks down the aisle, she gives Papi the most beautiful speech about how much she loves him. When she was talking, I got teary-eyed. And this is the second time it happened to me. It was the first time I got teary-eyed was when she came into the apartment and Papi was talking to his son about being a real man. And I was like,
he was trying to hold it together.
Too much for my little heart. I cannot. And then when she's giving her vows to Papi, and she's really saying, I didn't know what I had until all of this, and look around, we have a whole community that supports us. This is amazing. I love you so much.
Yeah.
What do you think of her vows?
It's funny because, oh my god, I'm sounding like a heartless bitch, but vows don't really get me. They don't. Everything else gets to me but vows. I don't know why. And it's funny because I was on the phone with someone and they were bawling, crying during that scene. And I was just like, okay. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was well written. But I was just like.
It was a very cute moment. No, Papi had to do his vows. And Papi was having issues. Like, earlier in the episode, he was having trouble writing down his feelings, because Papi tells Angel every single day how much he loves her and all of these things. So on the day of, when it's like you have to write a speech for everyone to hear, it's like, I don't even know what to say. And Papi started talking, but he was reciting the lyrics to I Swear by All For Ones. And Blanca's boyfriend was like, wait, is that the lyric to a song he's
It was all trying to figure out what's happening. Everybody said,
everybody was like, kind of suspect.
It was like, oh. I was just a little confused, and then
I was
Trey
confused.
was
It was
like,
like, what he's saying right now sounds very familiar.
it
And
literally,
then
it turned to Glee.
it did. All of a sudden, he's like, I can't do this. He puts away the paper, and then he starts singing. I swear. It's like, I swear for the moon and the stars and the sky. I was like, oh, we're doing this. We're doing this today. Okay, Michael, let me sit back and see what happens.
Michael, they don't did that on that day because I was sitting there dying, laughing, and then the only thing that popped up in my head was the video of MJ Rodriguez going, "Deliver!" He was like, "Deliver!"
Wait. I can't.
You know what I'm talking about, y'all?
Oh my god, I cannot. I need to compose myself.
Oh, Michael, say what she was on the side like, yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
I will not indulge in your tomfoolery on this day. Not today.
I done got you, girl.
This is too much. So he sings I Swear, and for the first couple of bars I was like, okay, this is cute. It's obviously not his voice, it was dubbed, but the voice they used, they didn't. Oh yeah, I don't think that was his voice.
Nah, I think that was his voice, because I heard some cracks in there.
No, that's the thing. The voice they used, I think they intentionally used someone who was not like a singer because they wanted it to feel authentic. Mm-hmm. So I was like, maybe they used someone and they intentionally said, don't do it perfectly. Just make it feel like it's somebody who's not a great singer. Because when he was moving his mouth and singing, it was like that. I was like, I don't think the voice is coming from this mouth.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to agree with you because you are a lip sync assassin, Michael, as I know. So I'm gonna have to give that to you.
I know about all that. I do lip syncs on my Patreon, and some of them are lit, but some of them are like, the lips are moving, but the song is saying something else.
Ooh, no.
I joke. It's not that bad. I'm pretty decent. Y'all go over to my Patreon. You'll see what I do, and you can judge for yourself. So yeah, he did the song, and my thought was, this is cute. I hear the cracks, but it's cute. It feels genuine and authentic. But then I'm like, the song ain't done yet. And then Ricky starts singing in the back. And then all of a sudden, I hear Pray Tell start singing, and everybody in the church starts singing. And I was like, he walks down to the aisle, and everyone is singing. So I was like,
I was like,
what time is this? Like,
I said, wait, time out. It's not our episode. I was like,
how long is this song going to be? But eventually, the song ends because the whole church was in. The whole I keep saying church. They did not get married in a church. In a hall. They got married in a banquet hall. But everyone was crying. I was, even through the song and through the whole awkwardness of how long it was, I was like, this is beautiful. I would not want it for my own wedding, but it is beautiful. And if I were there, I would have been singing along with them too.
I ain't gonna tell you what I would have been doing.
You've been laughing.
I would have been like, Michael, I would have been like, deliver! In the corner, I would have been living my life like, child, go ahead. But yeah, my wedding too, not happening. So, future, wherever you are, don't try it.
You look nice. Where are you going today? Future?
Michael, we cannot expose the businesses of I have a date today, y'all. Okay.
Wish him luck on his date. I hope you have a lot of fun.
Oh, and my birthday's coming up. One more week. Yay.
It's your season. It is your season.
Yeah, this is my time.
Now, they finish singing the song, and then they exchange the rings. They get to kiss the bride, and then that part goes by so quickly. It's like, okay, the song is done. Put on the rings, kiss each other, and then all of a sudden, next scene, everyone is outside. And everyone has on their coats because it's a winter wedding. Angel has always wanted a winter wedding. So we know it's cold as balls. and they're outside in their little flimsy dresses, and everyone has on a little coat. Something I noticed was everyone's dress was white, but everyone's like coat was like off-white. There's a lot of mixing of white and off-white, and some people hate that combination. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, it was like, it is what it is. They married, it's more about.
They got a car. Electra bought them a convertible.
She said, "Hey, little Papi, I forget you." Even though you done yelled at me like, talking about not to pay for your wedding. I know.
I was like, this is really dope. Electra is really the fairy godmother that they needed. This entire season, first of all, I love that Pose started off how it did in season 1 with the struggles of the ballroom community and the queer community in New York City in the 80s and how hard it was. I love that because it was a real moment and it was necessary for people who aren't aware to become aware of the history and how people struggled. Now, where they're at now, I'm so in love with it. Everyone is happy, and they all have their personal struggles, but at the same time, everyone's thriving. It shows that no matter how bad you start, you can finish. You can end great. You know, there is hope for you. There is a life outside of all this sadness, and I'm really loving season 3 for that.
Now, this is where I have to shake my head because y'all know we're 1 episode away from the finale, so y'all gonna give us something upbeat and lively and a happy ending with Angel and his son and Angel. Oh my God! Ooh, Papi and his son and Angel on the beach in DR. Obviously, that's where they were. Oh, sorry, y'all. Early in the morning, but so y'all know the audience is gonna be responding in a happy, light way because we all know next episode is gonna bring some.
We know next episode someone might die. You know what? No one might die. Maybe
you know what? I would not be that gagged if nobody died. Honestly,
yeah. If no one died, I'd be like, you know what? This is fine.
Yeah.
Leave that to like it happens after the show ends or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for this. It ends with them riding off into the Manhattan skyline. It was cute.
Yeah,
I would have preferred if it ended with them like at a reception hall. Because they didn't give us a reception. They just gave us the wedding and then they drove away. I was like, where's the reception?
Right.
Y'all did a whole seating chart in the episode.
That's what I wanted. I wanted a reception. I wanted toast and wine and glasses and parties being...
Yeah, that would have been really cute. People voguing and just having a great time.
Yes!
Like the biggest ball ever. I think that was a missed opportunity.
Ball. That would have been
I think it was a missed opportunity for them. And even when Papi was like making breakfast with the kid and Papi was like yelling at him for breaking the egg, I was like, Papi, calm down. But my point is...
Hey, because you ain't no master chef.
Yeah. He was making the batter and then all of a sudden he goes and Ricky comes in and he's telling Ricky, oh, there's food in the fridge. I was like, so all that food he just wasted on the counter? What's going to happen with that?
Yeah, you going to fix it up, Papi? Oh, and let me just say this. Blanca is such a mother because when she brought in the Power Ranger costume for the little boy, because Angel was like, there's nothing wrong with him. I don't know, Blanca. I don't know. I was just
First of all, that kid was going berserk. He was, when Angel was alone with him, he was jumping off the walls. But I think with a child like that, you have to be an adult in the room, and the child probably realized, I ain't with an adult right now, I'm with Angel, she ain't acting like an adult, so he was just going off.
And the block was like, girl, he's a child, like, and
I just take control.
I just love that. Who's your favorite Power Ranger? I was like, yes, come on.
Wait, the black one was your favorite?
No, I do love that.
I love the red one. I love the Red Ranger.
Oh, okay. I love Billy. I will always love Billy the Blue Ranger. Oh man, wow.
Overall, it was a beautiful episode. I really enjoyed it. What do you think? Loved it? No? Was it?
It was tens across the board. It was they hit every mark. They brought back familiar faces. They gave you everybody's story coming together. They brought you and they put you on a roller coaster. Basically, it was very much that, and I liked where it left me. But then at the same time, it was like dun dun dun, because you already know.
There was a lot of highs and lows. It was
Yeah.
really well done. Yeah. But that's it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for coming back to our little review show. We see that you guys love it here. Keep commenting. Let us know your thoughts. Go follow Danny. He's amazing. His information is all over this video. Until next time. Bye. Oh, like, comment, subscribe, and go to my Patreon. Bye. Hey, beautiful humans. I have so much more content. Come on. Watch my shit.